This is the first time since the original Xbox that a console maker has went to NVIDIA. NVIDIA, the daddy of gaming.
Yeah.
The ultimate dad. AMD.
Yes.
All right, look. NVIDIA is BMW.
Yeah.
AMD is a souped up Honda.
Yeah. We know this.
Give me that M6.
That's why.
YouTube is good. It's your boy Jody Joe, and I'm here to bring you guys a special video about that Nintendo Switch. But first, homie J3 came with me
What's
to do
up,
this video.
y'all? What's good? What's good? Let's get this shit going. I got a lot to talk about this, man. I want to get on.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
So we talked on the phone briefly, but
yeah.
Now we got some. This is still a rumor, just to let you guys know. But we got some custom, some formatted data here that we're gonna go over.
Right.
According to Nintendo Reddit, something with Foxconn. Foxconn is who manufactures the Nintendo consoles. They also, I believe, they manufacture Apple products, Xboxes.
Right.
Someone from inside of the manufacturing production line took data. It's still just a rumor, but it's so freaking concrete. I'm taking this as true. You guys can take it how the freak you want. But I'm just going to talk about this shit because if this shit is true, oh boy, we got a good video for you guys. So someone took specs, data, numbers, posted it for the internet to see about the Nintendo Switch. Here's what the get down is. Let's go over this shit.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so let's talk about, I'm using GameSpot because they already took everything and they formatted it and it's easy for me to do. Because the translation between Chinese and English was kind of hard, and there's issues there. But
really,
yeah. So it says from the Nintendo Switch Reddit, take it with a grain of salt. But after you hear these specific details, you will start to see that these are more believable than that whole $250 Nintendo Switch price leaked by Toys R Us Canada. So here it is. The Tegra SoC is a custom X2 with Pascal. The Pascal architecture.
Okay.
GameSpot, in the original post that I read from Reddit, it didn't say a Tegra X2, but it said a custom Tegra processor. GameSpot put Tegra X2, so I don't know if I'll go that far, but if it is an X2,
it's
on
another level.
It's popping.
Yeah.
So this means that it has the Pascal architecture, which if you look at this graphics card here, the GTX right here, that's Pascal architecture, meaning they're able to get more power for a cheaper price and for less energy.
Right.
Everything we talked about with the Nintendo Switch was assuming that it was going to be the Tegra X1 processor, which is in the NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah. Put it above the PS3, the Xbox.
That was above the PS3 and the Xbox. It was like Wii U power.
Right.
Now, with this custom chip, with using the Pascal architecture, GameSpot decided that it's pretty safe to say it's an X2. I'm not going to go that far, but since they did, let's just assume that it might be the X2.
That's a
custom X2.
Especially with it being non-CD, all cartridge. So
right, this chip it's an ARM chip, which is what's in our cell phones and shit. It's not a PC chip, which some people say, oh, you can't get a lot of power from it, which might be true, but it takes a lot of energy though. The ARM chips are unique because stuff that's in tablets like these are ARM chips, which means you could use a lot of power, as far as you can produce power without taking a lot of energy, which is perfect for the tablet, the Nintendo Switch. I understand that. But the fact that this shit is an X2, this is exactly what I was rumored and I talked about. If it has the X2, you can watch my back catalog for my Nintendo sheet. This is going to be more powerful than the Xbox One.
No, I would love that, because then that means I'll have an epic system in the house as far as Xbox One. However, I don't know, man. Continue with these specs, man.
All right. So that's just the GPU.
I want to get on it.
That's the GPU. All right, that's the GPU, not the CPU.
Gotcha.
Moving on to the CPU. It says TSMC is being used in 16nm and then FET, blah blah, clocked at 1.7 gigahertz.
Okay.
The Xbox One is
6 or 4.
No, the gigahertz. What was it? 1.75, 1.875, I believe. It overclocked it to 1.875, I believe. It's 1.8, and the PS4 is like 1.7, 1.8.
Yeah, up there.
Right there at the same level. The clock speed doesn't have to be that high and shit. So the CPU is a newer type CPU. It's not some old shit.
I got you.
2 models one regular and the other with 4G.
That's tight.
No, I said it.
That's tight. Hey,
A 4G connectivity Nintendo Switch. I said that shit in the Nintendo discussion. And I did go back and watch the video. Nobody debunked it. Everyone was like, that would be tight, but heck no.
Yeah, it'll be tight. Yeah, it's dope.
Heck yeah. According to this shit, it's going to have 4G. It only makes sense to have a Nintendo Switch on the go. It's the same with these tablets, right? A lot of people have iPads, Samsung tablets. They buy them, but they buy Wi-Fi only models. I never understood that shit. Every single tablet. But it's pointless to have a tablet you cannot use off of a network, because when you're roaming the streets, wherever you go, there's never Wi-Fi unless you're in a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a mall. Everybody ain't there all the time.
Yeah.
This is a 4G LTE tablet. I could have got the Wi-Fi only version. Freak that. I got internet wherever I go, and that's exactly what the Switch needed, and that's what it's gonna get. Now, there is gonna be a price difference between the 4G and the Wi-Fi.
Of course.
Maybe $100.
Hey, come on, man. Community specs, homie. I want to get
all right, for sure. The ARM CPU averaging A73, which is the latest version. The GPU is clocked at 921 megahertz, which is similar to what the NVIDIA Shield is doing, but it could definitely be more powerful. That's just the speed of it. Using special heat pipes, making the tablet run cooler in your hands. Quiet fan.
Oh, that's nice.
The noise is not notable after testing an aquarium with rendering 1 million fish for an entire day. It says this has 1,000 fish, but I thought it was 1 million fish. So it says 1,000 fish for an entire day. According to the original post, they ran the simulation of 1,000 or 1 million fish on screen at once to test the graphic power, and they let that run for 8 straight days and not one frame drop.
That's nice.
Yeah, so just let them know that the power is there. Let's get to the battery. It's a 4130 milliamp battery.
Okay.
Okay.
It's expected about 5 hours max.
I
About
mean,
5 hours, maybe pushing 6. Maybe pushing 6.
Because
the cell phones run, but you gotta remember, if you're using 4G, then you probably gonna drop that down some.
Yeah, probably gonna drop.
Probably
Like say for instance, your phone is what, 3,000 milliamps, maybe 33 or some shit like that.
33.
So let's say you're adding over 1,000 on top of that. I mean, that's the dev kit. We're looking at a picture of a dev kit. 4,300 milliamps seems small for a tablet gaming thing, but with this new ARM architecture, with this new Pascal chip, we know that shit is going to be efficient like a mofo. So a year ago, 4,300 milliamps will seem kind of like, dang, you might be able to squeeze 3 hours out of it. But I'm predicting, like with you, that with this new architecture, 4,300 milliamps is going to be perfect 5 hours.
Yeah.
With 4G, maybe 4.5.
How you charge it?
USB Type C.
Quick charge.
Quick charging.
Okay.
Quick charging ability. Let's move on. 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is perfect. Clocked at 1,600 megahertz or whatever. Which my RAM is DDR4. It's clocked a little bit higher, but 1,600 is a nice speed. It's not slow DDR3. It's fast
but
DDR3.
It works for what they're doing. So.
It might be DDR3 or DDR4. I think it's probably DDR3, high speed DDR3. The tablet is 0.7 pounds.
All right.
Extremely light.
Let's get on this.
Like the person who reported that before he picked it up, he was expecting like a 5-pound thing. He picked it up. What the fuck?
Maybe he's super
Shit
strong.
Light. This is China.
Oh.
Fuck. That shit real. The Joy-Cons include built-in batteries, which don't take away from the tablet's power. You know, the sheet only that you detach. Put your own. It has batteries in there.
Okay.
That you can probably recharge, or maybe it does. I don't think it takes away.
It shouldn't take away. If you take away, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it says at least 525 milliamps in the battery, so it's not taken away. And the dev kit right here is also elite. The dev kit came with beastie specs, all this other extra shit. Okay, let's talk about the dock. The dock has one USB 3.0 port.
Okay.
2 USB 2.0 ports, and an HDMI port with a vent, okay? Let's talk about the console. It says, looking at the screen, it looks like a 1080p multi-touch screen according to the spec show-up of the software test.
Tight.
Can see 5 times 0.8 centimeter heat sink from the vent. It's like a long L-shaped heat pipe. Basically, they're talking about
the cooling system.
Yeah, and exactly all that shit. The CPU is new. It says here, The CPU is an ARM A73 Pascal, the new architecture. Much more powerful than an X1.
Okay, so yeah, customize it. I know why they customize it though. If they have this,
To boost it.
but it boosted, but it's simple fact that they're not using this, so that everything's gonna run different on it. But it sounds all good.
Yeah.
Parts of me wants to get hyped. Like, okay, this is cool.
You got to, bro.
I'm a Nintendo. You know I'm a Nintendo fan today, but I've been hurt too many times with Nintendo.
I feel you.
And this looks good on paper. It's just like an athlete. What was his name? It's a lot of athletes. It looked good on paper, and then when it's time to play, they suck.
Oh yeah.
So they might.
Carmelo Anthony.
Prime example. Good on paper. Epic, but don't perform.
Yeah.
So, not to sound like a downer, I'm with it. If this happens, then my rant, I still have a beef with Nintendo for bringing out bullshit.
Do you believe this is true?
I believe most of it's true.
Okay.
I believe most of it's true. I think the chip and all that stuff is going to be efficient. However, it just because it has that much power to me, doesn't mean that gameplay is going to be epic like that.
Right.
Like, yeah, okay, we can get Pokemon.
Yes.
That's fine. That's cool. That's simple.
Pokemon
That's simple. It's not gonna be like, you know, Pokemon Stadium and nothing like that. However, it might. But, it's simple. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
But we're talking about gaming. And like I was telling him before, that's why we had to stop talking. Yeah, you have all this power, bro, but how many third-party gaming companies gonna want to design something for this console? For the simple fact that controller, that you have like four different types of controllers, which don't nobody want to make stuff for that. Nintendo's always been so anal with what they're trying to present. They don't care about everything else. They want to push the main product, meaning it's that Switch shit. So all them other companies gonna be like, man, you know what? We're gonna back out of this. I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
However, if they bite the bullet and they say we're gonna make games and this is gonna be one epic ass motherfucking console.
Yeah.
But it is missing a lot from the multimedia world that I think that it should have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get on. I will get on a Pokemon, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the graphics, all this stuff. That's my main thing. If you watch my rant on J3 Entertainment, I was talking about where's the power at. What they showed me they wasn't ready, and they still ain't ready. They're still doing manufacturers. They don't have the console out ready. It's not. Right. It ain't presentable yet. But what they showed me was.
I think the Nintendo Switch is ready. I think it was ready to go this holiday. They just waited for this process to be made.
Why would you feel that way though? Because
I believe it's been ready because I believe that Nintendo. This is just my personal belief. I believe Nintendo called an audible and said, "Man, our shit ain't powerful enough. Let's wait." And they waited for Nvidia to customize this X1 chip or come up with a new X2 chip, and that's like cutting edge shit to put in their system to boost it up and make it better.
Okay.
And I believe that's what pushed it to March, because I think this shit was already ready to go. But when those little real rumors came out about what it could do and people were underwhelmed, and they made an adjustment, I believe.
Bruh, I have faith in Jody.
Thank you.
I believe.
Look at this shit.
Saying. I believe everything he's saying. But I used to be there with him. He ain't.
I'm not alone on this.
We were there.
It's a new day and age.
I met him on Nintendo Game Boy, Nintendo 64. We've been there.
Yeah.
We played these consoles.
Yeah.
We've seen the highs, the lows.
October 30th, 2001. The Pokemon Gold version. I'll never forget.
Bruh.
Made my mama go get that.
And I got mine 3 days after that.
Came on a Sunday.
They always come on Sunday.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say that.
So I had to wait for my dad to get paid.
I thought games come out Tuesdays and shit. Like
Only
that.
Nintendo. Nintendo always Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo always Sunday. Always Sunday. That's why I get my NES, the new one.
For sure.
See, yeah, I'm still buying the stuff, but bruh, they burn me. They burn me so bad, man. Reggie stood on camera and he was saying all this epicness. Yeah. The Wii U had so much potential. A lot of people don't like it. Yeah. They don't like it. Say, oh, this is big clunky. That's cool. Yeah. But we couldn't even play with our pro controllers, bro. Yeah. We couldn't. Like, it can have all the power in the world, but is it going to be ready on launch day for everything?
Yes. But you have to ask yourself, brother, can you keep holding the grudge forever? There must be some point at which you see a company have we ever got this type of technology news from a Nintendo console ever? Like, we didn't follow GameCube before it came out. We knew it was a Dolphin. Everything back then, when in 2001, you read a magazine, it came out, you bought it. Now in this technology era, when the Wii came out, that shit was trash. We didn't hear buzz about how awesome the technology was going to be. The Wii U.
The first thing they said was, "We're not worried about
innovation."
Yeah, we just want to make games.
With the Wii U, what did they do? They showed an E3 presentation and didn't even talk about the machine itself. They kept focusing everyone on that weekend this tablet.
Yeah.
They deferred. They didn't want to talk about them specs, bro.
I know.
What do we see now? We see specs leaking. No, they're over there flexing that comp.
But no, Nintendo's not flexing anything.
They made a trailer. They made a movie trailer about that console.
But they also did it for the Wii U too.
Not before it came out.
Yes, it
not
did.
Before they announced it.
They did.
I
watched
it. They did it E3. They announced that Wii U at E3.
They did that commercial the same way they did the Switch.
After
I was
E3.
like, damn, man,
after E3 though. They revealed the Wii U at E3. They announced it at the E3 before the reveal. 2011, I believe they announced the E3, and 2012 we were there. They revealed the E3. They never released a trailer showing off the console before the E3. This is different. Like, you feel what I'm saying? All these people are speculating about the power of this thing, and let's talk about something else. How many years has Nintendo used that whack-ass power PC IBM chip? That was good back then. That shit is weak now, bro.
Yeah, IBM still exists?
Yeah, they still exist. They probably doing business shit. They on some other shit. They weak, but they tight. For business,
GameCube was tight.
This is the first time since the original Xbox that a console maker has went to NVIDIA. NVIDIA, the daddy of gaming.
Yeah.
The ultimate dad. AMD.
Yes.
All right, look. NVIDIA is BMW.
Yeah.
AMD is a souped up Honda.
Yeah. We know this.
Give me that M6.
That's why I have that AMD.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
So they went to NVIDIA, the innovators, the ones who have this beast of an answer for the the 300 graphics card with the GTX series. A game developer hasn't did this in the last 15 years. They went to the prime source and said, make me a custom chip for our console. When NVIDIA is at the peak of revolutionizing gaming with their new Pascal architecture, with their graphics cards that are super powerful yet cheap at the same time,
I'm feeling you.
This is new shit, bro. They didn't go with the same old weekend as Power PC IBM.
I want to be 100% wrong about Nintendo right now.
Me too. Yeah.
I want to be like, thank God, thank you, Nintendo. Yes. You guys came with something epic. But they answered the question. If this is all true, that was on my list.
Let's overview it real quick though, before you make your monologue, because I know it's coming. But let's take an overall of what this is saying. This is essentially saying that the tablet resolution is 1080 on the go.
Yes.
It's saying that you could take it on the go at 1080. It's saying that it's USB Type-C, which means you can fast charge that bitch. So hours don't really matter that much if you could just plug it up for 30 minutes and get 2 more hours out of it.
That's cool.
It's also stating that it's a beast of a motherfucking GPU, a custom GPU made by NVIDIA powering this bitch. That's above a Tegra X1. Now let's stay there with the Tegra X1 real quick, because that's what we thought the Switch was gonna have in it. Yeah. Now let's make a comparison with the Tegra X1. the Tegra X1 chip produces 1.0 teraflops, 1 teraflop of compute power, which a lot of people are crazy about teraflops. So that's the way they judge the power of a machine. So the NVIDIA Shield, which has the X1, was producing 1 teraflop of power. The Xbox One is 1.4 teraflops.
Okay.
PS4, I believe, is 1.8.
Where's the Pro at now?
The Pro is 4.2 teraflops. The PS4 Pro is out. We ain't comparing to that because the Scorpio is coming to destroy that. Okay. Let's not. All right. So you have the Tegra X1 at 1.0 teraflops, the Xbox One at 1.4, and the PS4 at 1.8, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So we have it there, right? That's the X1. This new Pascal architecture. If it's the X2, I looked it up. If it's the X2 can, I believe they use numbers and they gave it a 1.5 teraflop compute. That puts it ahead of the Xbox One.
Okay. Right
between the Xbox One and the PS4. Now let's assume that's the chip. We're talking about a portable thing with 1080p. Nigga, let me pull out my Xbox One on the go. Yo, you got an Xbox One in your hands, bruh, with Pokemon on that beach. 1080.
Yes.
And 4G.
Yes.
And 4G. You gotta hook up with AT&T, Nintendo, because it's gonna be SIM card. I believe you got Verizon don't use SIMs like that. Neither it's CDMA. I know they have SIM cards, but I believe they'll probably do it with like a T-Mobile, AT&T, something like that, a GSM type of network.
Ah, man.
That's what we talking about, bro.
I wish. It sounds good, and I would love to bite this bullet. This is the bullet I would love to say I was wrong.
Right. Me too.
Like, I was wrong about this, man. This is gonna be something epic. But with all that power, man. I mean, look at Kanye West. All that power. He
canceled all his shows and shit.
Bruh,
I mean, look.
It looks good. I was worried about the screen 1080p.
You worried about games? Look at the launch titles. Do you know the launch titles? You talk about Breath of the Wild within the first 6 months. It's launching with Mario, launching with Splatoon. Oh, here's another rumor. They're manufacturing orange and blue Joy-Cons.
Okay.
Which indicates that it might be coming out with a Splatoon bundle. Because the latest leak was like, it's going to come with Splatoon for free.
Okay.
So they're going to color scheme the motherfucking Switch and throw a game with that bitch.
Gotcha.
Throw Mario Kart. So the games are going to be there, I believe.
No, the games are downloadable, all that stuff. They do it on the Wii U. You can still download stuff. Yeah. All that downloadable stuff is great. But it's on my list is the power, which they're answering right now.
Okay,
this
check.
is all true.
Check.
Power's check. The screen, check.
Check.
The game's not checked for me yet.
Okay.
Game's not checked.
First party always checked, right? You're talking about third party.
I'm talking about third party.
For sure. I feel you on
that. You got.
That's still a question mark for sure.
4G really wasn't a matter for me, but that's a plus.
That's a motherfucking plus. I said I needed that. Plus. I really wanted that. The only thing I'm worried about is this. Personally,
I'm like grab a nigga like, oh yeah, nigga.
I want the Nintendo Switch to have 4G connectivity.
That'd be great.
SIM card somewhere, you take it really. If you're gonna support this on the go,
they got to get a
console
contract with
on
somebody.
the go. I believe they should partner with AT&T.
Nintendo got to play nice with others.
And Sprint, Verizon, CMA, and GSM alike.
Which means Nintendo got to play nice with others, which they don't
do. They don't do.
That's what I want.
I feel you.
If it doesn't have it, fine. I'm not gonna be pissed.
I mean, yeah, because we got to play online.
And literally anywhere you go, imagine us in the middle of the freaking beach, online gaming, playing Smash.
That's what's up. It's going down.
It's tight. In HD though, and not in that weekend is 3DS trash graphics. I'm talking about full Xbox One level shit, PS4 level graphics.
That's cool, but at the same time, like I said before,
buckets to come.
Shit. If I have this console, and I think the rest of the group will speak with me, except for a couple of them, we gonna kind of keep it at home. It's excellent to bring over here if I gotta play with you and stuff like that. Yeah. Like a Game Boy, it's that Game Boy life. But I'm really worried about what they're doing with that Switch, man. I'm really worried about that Switch. The Switch stuff is what's killing it for me. Because I don't care about playing video games in my car. Don't care about playing them on a plane. Don't care about playing them in the park. Doesn't matter.
Would you like them on the train? In the tree? Would you like them on the beach?
This is a green screen too. Alright, but
I'm gonna have to throw him back there. That's game. Yeah. There he is. Shout out to my man Dr. Seuss. What's up, man?
One of the illest rappers ever.
I love me some Dr. Seuss.
Oh, epic.
Alright, but overall takeaway, what do you got?
No, it sounds intriguing, dope. I would love to be wrong about this. But it's the games and that freaking controller, because I'm telling you, the controller is what messed up Star Fox. Bruh, it killed it. It was like they were so focused on trying to boost up the Wii U tablet, which I feel they're gonna do with this. Yes, you have to play with this on certain games. You can't do this with this. And the Pro controller's not gonna be out yet. And then all these updates. And they did the same thing with you. Remember, we couldn't even watch Netflix, bro. We couldn't even use the remote to our TV when we first got it. We had to wait a whole 2 months before we were able to use anything.
I feel you.
They weren't ready.
I feel you, bro.
I think with time, they could be ready. This could be dope, but at the same time, they're still getting smashed on. The PS4 Pro is already destroying. And then the Scorpion come out. They're still behind.
Here it is, bro. I'm gonna kill it right here.
Go ahead.
Because I know you. And I know some of you are probably the same way we are.
I'm just butthurt.
I'm scarred by Nintendo too, man. But seeing this is like a new light. Iwata's gone. This is like a new light that's shining. The president of Pokemon is the president of Nintendo, and that's great.
It is.
Let me sell you on this console right now, because this is why I'm sold. You like Pokemon?
I'm dabbled in the skills of Pokemon.
For sure. Cool. And this is not just the only selling point I'm gonna hit you with, bro.
No, go ahead.
Convince me. We like consoles, right?
Yeah, of course.
For sure. We got Xboxes. We're gonna get the Scorpio when it comes out, right?
Of course.
That's a 4K gaming machine off the box.
Yeah, go and get it with a TV.
So that's gonna pretty much fulfill our console need? Say this is a trash home console. What if this was not called the Nintendo Switch? What if this was called the Nintendo 4 DS or whatever? Their new handheld. And it had these specs. With this type of graphic capability. With this type of resolution tablet screen with controllers. And it wasn't a home console. What if it wasn't trying to make itself be a home console and it was just this portable beast with all your issues, but it's a handheld. That's what it is.
True.
Not just a home console. It's not trying to take that home console space. With the rumor that it's $250,
That's what come up.
maybe $300. Let's say it's $300. Isn't that enough to buy a portable? Wouldn't you buy this just because the graphics are dope and you could envision Pokemon on it?
Yes, but the same reason why I bought the PS Vita and I returned it. Take this shit weak.
Oh.
But at the time frame,
the Vita is a demonstration of horsepower. The Vita is a big cock with whack sex game. The Vita is a big cock with whack sex game.
You see what I'm saying?
That
I
3D
worry about this.
That 3DS.
Can y'all blame me for worrying about this? Fuck, I've been hit. This is, I know it ain't about PlayStation and Sony, but I've been, bruh, like they hit me.
Yeah.
64 was good. A lot of people like 64. I love 64. GameCube was dope. Great, best controller of all time. I still use it when I play Smash Bros. On the Wii U.
Right.
But then you have the Wii. And then you have the Wii U.
Hey, man.
And yeah, Iwata, he's gone. That's cool.
Yeah.
And there is a light. But at the same time, maybe Pokemon would be excellent.
Yeah.
But what about everything else? I'm just worried about it, man.
What
Because
about
they
everything?
backtrack. Reggie stood there on camera. We're going to have third-party support. Year later, we ain't worried about them no more. We're going to have all our own games.
Hey, bro, all this news we've been hearing, bro. All this news we've been hearing, bro.
What?
That commercial, bro. Have you seen his ugly face? Ain't been no Reggie.
You got me there, Rick.
All right, ain't been no Reggie. I swear to you, if Reggie was the one delivering this news, we're gonna have powerful lies. Ain't been no Reggie.
You got a point. Ain't been no Reggie.
Ain't been no Reggie, man.
But January 12th is the day. Do I bite the bullet? Find out next time. For real, hey man, I swear to you guys, I'm on Joey's Corner, JQ Entertainment. You guys know who watch my channel.
Check the channel.
Check this out. I made a rant, and I have valid points. A lot of people didn't listen to valid points. I want to be wrong. A part of me wants to be wrong because I'm still buying the console. I hope I am because the console's coming out. But I just don't have no faith in them no more, man. That wall's up. This wall's up.
I feel you.
I'm like a virgin who dad got a shotgun at every dude that walked by. You can't get into my daughter.
Yeah.
That's the wall's up. I got a lock. You can't get in this.
Okay.
So as soon as I get come in with that doorknob and do hello. We want to play. I'll be like, okay.
We would like to.
All right, play. Come on in, y'all. That's all I want. So hopefully, I'm just saying. I'm a man of my word. I will bite the bullet, man. I want to.
Like I said,
That's
PS Vita, big cock, whack sex game. That 3DS, medium-sized cock, awesome sex game. That's what wins. The software, man. And I feel you. The Nintendo Switch, with all these games, all these, I'm with you on that.
All right, so you have a custom, and some real shit. They keep saying custom.
Yeah.
There could be a reason why it's custom for the simple fact it could not be an X1.
Because Nvidia is a PC making graphics processing and all that shit. They're making it for the ARM.
But then you have cartridges,
Yes.
which I think is okay.
Yes.
I thought about that's okay. Not a lot of loading. But then at the same time, it's a lot.
Let me just help you blow your mind, man. What you don't realize is that what's happening here is a new era. This motherfucker could be updated like the 3DS. In 2 years, a new Nintendo Switch. More power.
That's true.
This is not no 4-5 year thing no more, bruh. The way that Pascal and Nvidia releases processors, every other, just like the 3DS has kept new 3DS, new XL 3DS, XL. It's the same shit can happen with this Switch, bro.
That's true. They could do that.
Yes.
They could do that.
Refreshes, update.
And if you use it as cartridge format,
all day.
it's easier to do it.
No loading times with the cartridge all day.
You make a valid point. That makes sense.
So, with all this shit
I'm
said,
peeking over my wall right now.
You peeking? All right.
What y'all got going?
I'm over that beach looking up like, come down, man. I am a fit. I believe this rumor. This is all rumor. I believe this more than I believe that it'll be $250. I don't believe
No,
that.
it will be 250.
That would be the basic model. Yeah, that was probably the basic model.
I don't want that.
I'll take that 250 rumor because that's the basic weak
basic
trash
shit.
model.
Yeah.
That's the white Wii U.
Yeah, 8 gigs.
The 4 GB Nintendo Switch is going to be the deluxe.
You think 1 terabyte of memory inside?
I don't know, but I've always predicted that the Nintendo Switch should be $299 or $349.
I'm telling you what.
$350 or $300.
It has to be
I'm buying it.
$399. You have to put my leg over the wall. If they say I can download my movies and shit from my if I can watch everything off my SD card.
Oh yeah, no, that's not Nintendo's way. They don't promote the media. That's what you got Xbox for, player. Don't expect certain things like that from Nintendo. Nintendo's a gaming company first.
That's always respected.
Always respect that. That's all I'll have them commit to. But that's just our take. So you're peeking over the wall. I'm over that wall. I'm full ready. I want this to be true. I need this in my life. This shit gonna drop. I'm going. I'm running for Florida. I got my boat. I've been building it for 6 months. I'm out of there. So that's basically how I
got
feel
2 of
about it.
everything. You got the controller.
And I'm getting that Pro.
Everybody, yeah, I hope it's
4G only, baby. I'm getting. Ain't no one going. That shit gonna be on Craigslist. I got the Nintendo Switch for sale. The Wi-Fi only. Get the shit out of here. You that 4G. All right, so that's basically our take on this sheet. What do you guys think? Put that shit down in the comment section. This is fantastic news. I'm hyped. If this is true, I'm buying 2.
If this is true, we're going live, and it's going to be the greatest ever. I am going to buy this today.
That hype.
You guys gonna love it. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Boom! This has to go down raw.
Dudes, my dudes, that Nintendo Booyah is doing its thing. The latest rumors about the Nintendo Switch says that it's going to have a 1080p screen. Dudes, my dudes, I told you.
It's going down. This is the hypest nigga on YouTube ever. Check out Obi-Wan's
Or
game.
maybe not. If you want that, he's hyped like a mother. That shit is.
Hey, this channel is
going,
funny as hell.
Yeah, shout out to Obi-Wan, man. Obi-Wan plays. After this shit is over the top with the hype.
You got grills and shit. I'm rocking the gold chain today, people. This.
Hey, he doing his thing though.
Hey,
Freaking.
yeah, funny.
A little too much for me, but I like to watch it because the fool's entertaining.
Alien come walking by.
Yeah. Oh, dudes, that shit is it's in the child's over there, man, and no hating ball.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, his shit is over the top though.
Subscribe over here, man.
Yeah, for real. All right, man. I'm Jody Joe.
J3 Entertainment.
We out this thing, man. Deuces.